I have to say, I'm very embarrassed because I let like the most valuable thing, just one of the most valuable friendships slip away. I let the most valuable friendship slip away because I couldn't do something simple like close my mouth. I really did forget how important it was and basic it is to control yourself. I really didn't care at the time. I was getting myself jacked because I was still in the kid zone. I kind of see, like, I, I do see it. I recognize it. I'm still smiling. It just hurts so bad because I shouldn't have said anything. And maybe the friendship could have been saved. I actually see the immaturity and the disrespect and the selfishness that everyone was talking about. And it really hurts me a lot because I had such valuable friendships that I actually, I really threw away a lot of good friendships because I couldn't stop running my mouth and then followed them around with drama. I see why certain people unfollowed me and blocked me, and in public, they just looked at me in disgust and whatnot. If I wasn't such a monster, I would have gotten those, opportunities that I could have gotten. If I had closed my mouth and was a lot more loving, if I had a chance to, you know, befriend these people again, I'd definitely close my mouth. I would definitely do that. But I wasn't loving at all, especially at home. It was around the age of 16 when I was running my mouth. If I was more appreciative and loving, those friendships that I once had, they'd still be going on. They'd still be real friendships. But since I didn't care, it is what it is. When someone tells you to stop, or if someone tells you to close your mouth, it doesn't matter who it is, especially when it's your mama or your daddy. You be quiet. And if I was going to do the military I would have loved to join the military during the time that Audric and Rodrigue were joining the military, but now they're out and they have some children. And I didn't start growing until January 2022. I didn't start growing. I mean, that friendship may not have been as important as the friendships I have now. But I kicked off a good friendship as it was getting good. That's what happened. I was being ungrateful. And I was running my mouth where I should have been just grateful. And I don't know where Wally Romulus is, but I know Wally's my friend. I haven't seen him or his mama in a long time. But I know, Wally, if you're out there, just hit me up. Um, Everyone was just being good to me. And I wanted to run my mouth. And this was after the party. This was after, well, between after I got back from Disney and between Caitlin's party that I wasn't invited to. That's when I started to become this disrespectful monster. I realized that it definitely wasn't cute and I wasn't acting my age. And I was doing the same thing consistently. I take full responsibility for what I did. And also, the girl that I liked, she blocked me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I mean, I still love her, but if I wasn't so disrespectful, I probably would have had a shot with her. I acted like it didn't even matter to me. A friendship that I've had since I basically got to Rahway. And it was wiped out by being inconsiderate and disrespectful. I was being everything but loving and compassionate and understanding. But this dude I rode with yesterday, what if he's right? What if this guy is right on this thing? Like, as a matter of fact, he is right. Well, partially. He thinks, that it wasn't my fault, but how does he know? Like, he wasn't really there. But he's had this certain situation, you know. But I knew that we'd fall out. But instead of avoiding it, instead of finding a solution that would prevent it, I whined it and whined until it happened. And, I think these people that don't want to talk to me are probably trying to heal, trying to, from, how abusive I was to their peace and whatnot. I was I was a douchebag. I really will admit that. I was a douchebag. My mom and my dad, they did nothing wrong as parents. They really didn't do anything wrong. But I should have gotten more beatings. You know. If I wasn't a complete jerk in front of everyone, if I had just handled my business and was just loving to everybody and kind, if I was kind and just cared, I probably would have still been friends with the Josephs. And I'm not feeling bad about myself at all. It just hurts a little. And you know what else hurts? The Roll Tide got washed away. I knew we was gonna get beat. Like, I knew it was happening. We had it coming. You know? But I get it. It was the running my mouth and being ungrateful. And if I was more appreciative, I wouldn't have lost all the things that I lost. The like appreciation and self-discipline and morals and kindness. Those are the basics. I need to go eat breakfast before I start crying.